I have a plan.
You've got a plan.
I have part of a plan.
What percentage of a plan?
I don't know, 12%.
12%?
That's a fake laugh.
It's real.
Totally fake.
That is the most real, authentic, hysterical laugh of my entire life because that is not a plan.
It's barely a concept.
You're taking their side?
I am Groot.
So what? It's better than 11%.
Thank you, Groot. Thank you. See? Groot's the only one of you who has a clue.
Funny. That was a clip from Guardians of the Galaxy, the newest movie to hit theaters.
And the movie broke the record for the highest August opening weekend ever. But should you contribute to its box office? Here to tell us is this guy, Will Loper. How you doing?
Good morning. Doing good, and the movies were good, so I'm doing great. If you're looking for some fun, you can do no better than Guardians of the Galaxy. It has wit, it has heart, and it has more energy than My Cousin Ronnie after 14 marshmallows. So Chris Pratt from Parks and Rec stars as Peter Quill, or as he prefers to be called, Star-Lord. He's a space mercenary of sorts, going around grabbing space junk and selling it. When he finds an orb that may or may not be able to destroy planets, suddenly everyone is after him. Now, you may have noticed in that clip a few strange characters, including a raccoon voiced by Bradley Cooper and a giant tree voiced by Vin Diesel, who can only say, "I am Groot." We also have Zoe Saldana as a green lady who is green, and ex-pro wrestler Dave Bautista as a muscular alien named Drax. Now, if that sounds like a lot to take in, it is. But the movie handles it effortlessly, and by the end, you'll be wishing every movie had a giant talking tree and smart aleck raccoon in it. And the best thing about the movie is they all start out kind of hating each other, and for much of the movie, can't get along either. Part of the reason is each has a really well-developed backstory that's at odds with each other. Guardians make sure each has well-defined motivations. Where the movie falters a little bit is in the villains. They're a little too one-note for me. Just straight up evil. I want to destroy the entire galaxy. Could have been a little more developed, but the movie's a lot of fun.
I
Yeah, it
didn't
looks like
expect
it.
a raccoon.
I
in
know, that
this.
was, and I'm not a sci-fi person, but that looks like something I'd want to check out.
Yeah, I don't think you have to be a sci-fi person
enjoy
at all.
it.
It's just, it's a lot of fun.
So how do you possibly rate this?
Yeah, what is your rating on this one?
Well, if we take it out of Groots, so characters, we have 0.75 Groots. Pretty good. Dance moves, a lot of dancing in this movie, 0.80 Groots. And giant Vin Diesel trees, of course, a full Groot. So final rating, 4.2 mixtapes out of 5. The movie has a great soundtrack of 70s and 80s songs.
Okay.
I like that.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Now, the next movie you saw, we're going to bring it back to me now, right? Okay, the next movie you saw is all about the Godfather of Soul.
That's right. So Get On Up stars Chadwick Boseman as James Brown in a film that covers Brown's life from his birth to near the end of his life, and what a life it is. Now, the movie takes an interesting approach in telling its story, and that's constantly jumping between time. We start with James Brown's life in 1988, jump to 1968, then 1939 for Brown's childhood, and then it continues to hop all over. Now, at first, this is very refreshing. The movie avoids the standard biopic arc of the subject starting out small, getting big and famous, then the downfall, and finally redemption. However, at a certain point, the movie, I felt that jumping all over the place was kind of hurting it, in that we weren't building up toward anything, but just kind of jumping around to keep it interesting. It became hard to stay invested, started to feel a little overlong, but it's still very much a movie worth seeing. The music is so good, and Chadwick Boseman here, he's the real draw. His performance is magnetic. I could not take my eyes off him through the entire movie. If you think he looks a little familiar, he starred in last year's 42 as Jackie Robinson. He was really hesitant to take on this role for fear of being typecast in biopics, but I'm so glad he did. He's amazing. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets a nomination.
Wow. How did he do on the dance moves?
He was pretty slick. I don't know. Yeah, the feet. Oh my God, he was amazing.
Oh,
so.
wow.
So how did you rate this one?
I gave it 3.55 James Browns out of 5. So.
That's not bad.
Okay.
Yep.
Sounds
Okay,
good.
so what's up for
Next
this
week.
weekend?
Yeah.
Next week we got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So
Oh, here you go.
get in
Here
touch
we
with your
go,
inner
yeah.
child. Yeah.
It'll match Benicio's new backpack for the school year.
Ah, okay.
There you
Gotta
go.
love it. Okay, thank you.
Yep.